Well, you probably didn't think you'd be seeing her again, but yes, aside from doing reviews, I have decided to bring the Miele again, because I don't want to bore you lot with the Hoover 6, and I do want to keep this machine going on the channel. So a load of whites, with all the whitening detergent you can imagine. And you're watching Florence Ballard A3060 on film. So we'll get straight into it. No introduction. I think you know what machine this is, the Miele W562. So I'm just doing a load of whites. White socks. Probably make quite a big white load here. Shirts. Okay, not strictly white, but these do class as white. All these shirts I've had for ages. Now there is a bit of a test in this. This is a very yellowed white pyjama shirt. Let's see if Daz plus Vanish Oxy Action Crystal White can get that back to a white shape. Just for you guys. So detergent today is going to be some Daz Whites Colours. I haven't had this for a while, so I thought have a little bit of a change. Not going to do a review, so I'm going to use a... Let's have a little look. So we've got hard water, blimey, 130 millilitres. That is a lot. And that is for how much of a load? 4 to 5 kilograms. That's about a 4 kilogram load in there. No, it can't be. Oh, I'm going to dose a little. 115 we'll put in. 115 ml there. I'm going to throw in how much of a scoop? Just want a scoop of Vanish Oxy Advance. Crystal White, that'll keep everything white. And about tablespoon of soda crystals. Soften the water and right, now we are hopefully this will be the last of my ecover. I'm a bit bored of using this one, so I'm going to be naughty and probably put the whole to be honest, that won't even make a capful the next bit, so I'll just put the last bit in. There we go. That would not even been made half a cap. And I finally finished it. That's the Gardenia and Vanilla. I think I've still got the other one to go through. The Apple Blossom and Almond one. Right, so as you know, all my whites go on Cotton's 95, and you put it to 60 there. Water plus. Without further ado, press start. Miele gets a boil wash at least. This is where I go upstairs and find out I've dropped a sock somewhere. Right. I've got the Dreft by Pampers to finish. I could do a video where we overdose on it in this machine. I technically do want to do a Kirkland overdose in this again, with another load. But I'm trying to use a lot of that Dreft. It just doesn't have the most nicest fragrance, so that's the problem with it. Sorry about that. I can't remember how sudsy Daz gets, but this machine does need a boil wash because the motor bearings sound rough. Mum's been doing a lot of 40. So I threw a 60 in her yesterday and put a 95 today. Strictly speaking, this machine doesn't actually hit 95. We figured out it's more 87 degrees that we hit. But I'll check with the temp gun today. Probably hear a bit of some of the bearings there. I mean the motor bearings, not the drum bearings. But trust me, when the spin, this thing sounds like a Dremel. Hopefully help clean out some lines. I've got how yellow that shirt is, my god. I like this stage where the machine is like sensing the load. Any second now we should do it. So we are heating right now. Okay. So that door glass is roughly about 50 degrees. Yeah, so about 50 that'll equivalent to. Not bad considering we've been heating for stone cold from. I'll admit the Miele doesn't heat sometimes as fast, but we are in the sort of we're in the sort of heat stage where the enzymes in the detergent are most active. I think this is biological, isn't it, Daz? Biological, yes. It'll be more better to work at lower temperatures. Anyway. I'll be interested to see the result of that shirt though. Of course, we don't do the distribution tumbles on this cycle. Right, 70 minutes to go. So we've reached temperature, and our temperature is roughly about 84 degrees. That's putting it directly into the water. So not bad. Oh, hang on, 79 point. Yeah, so roughly about 84 or so. Not bad, I guess. Although it did heat. The machine has been at this temperature for about a minute, so it probably was about closer to 85 or 86. Still though. It could be the amount of limescale on the element. Maybe we've got to keep doing a lot of these more hot washes. Well, the Hoover 6 is immaculate, so I'm probably going to focus more of the boil washers onto this machine and use good powder. Blimey. Oh, that bleaching happened ages ago. That hasn't happened from this lot. That's when I used Ace bleach. I should do a review on that maybe. Some faded towels. Right. Catch her on the spin. Right, first intermediate spin. Is it a chin up? Oh, it's gone up upstairs. I'll ramp up now. Oh, 900 RPM. You like the long and the spins on that, that's good. No doubt on the final spin you'll probably hear some limescale breaking off this. It's the first boil wash that I've done in ages. Okay, so we're now on the first rinse with a medium level. Good size for, or good level for a flow like this. The only downside though, I do wish we did the rinse agitation that you get on the minimum iron, which is technically the fast tumble. No, it's the hydromatic tumbles. However, it does a good job though. I think from my experience, I remember Daz being very easy to rinse out, though sometimes it does produce a lot of suds. Seems today to be good though. Well, it's good to be able to film this machine again. Haven't had this machine on the channel in ages, but I mean, I forgot to say, we've officially owned this machine for 13 years. January the 27th. Mark that. We are now on the second intermediate spin. Even without light you can still see the load, but a little more better with light. And that's probably not going to spin that. There we go. Balancing trash. The machine doesn't really give much balancing trash anyway. You can hear the pumps trying to chug. There's been a few times over the past few weeks that I've been using this machine. She really sounds like she's trying to chug again. I do think it's got something to do with the way that maybe I was thinking, is it possible to put a standard hose on these rather than the Miele type hose? Maybe the Miele ones are too hard on this. Oh please, that'll spin that. There we go. I just love that old school style, like, acceleration there. It normally does it when the machine like balances and things. The machine doesn't want to actually sit down and wait. Goes for it. The additional second rinse now. Definitely still the most filmed machine on this channel, excluding the reviews. I will bring the Hoover into a few reviews of it. See what happens here. So we're meant to go into the final rinse there, but of course, as you know, I have selected an extra rinse. Ooh. Right, I'm on the additional second rinse at the same level. I have a feeling the final rinse will be at a different level, lower. Yeah, I mean, oh, two up. And on the third and final intermediate spin, I have the T-Foul Spin Master in the background. Might bring the load out. Is that going to spin first or not? That will not spin that, I'm sorry. Nah, I knew it. Knew she wouldn't. Baby spin bar. I wonder what the final spin's going to be like. I think you're around 96. That is a definite no. That's not going to do that. Here's when the machine gets impatient. So you can hear there's a bit of a chug there. I think this is going to be one of those times when, yeah. Well, a little bit unbalanced, not now though. Not bad. And up we go. That rattling sound before you say it is not the shock absorbers, it's this. And I can't seem to pull that over the front to stop it doing that, so that's the only thing that works, is to do that. Super Washer Lab, Josh, tried to give me a bit of help on it, but I'm not able to pull it forward. And yeah, that's what you hear. It's a shorter intermediate spin that we do, because technically this intermediate spin is not default programmed into the machine. This would have been, that technically would have been the final spin. But because when the machine comes to a stop from the first rinse, the machine's actually supposed to go into the final rinse. That's why we do that tumble and stop, so we does what the Hoover 6 does, adjust the water path. This is what we're meant to do after that first rinse. We're meant to just go click straight into the final rinse. Like so. The last of the E-Cobra going in. Lovely. So we've just taken in the fabric conditioner. Absorbing that in. And now we do the top up fill. Let's see how high we fill. I don't think we should fill as high as we've done on the other rinses. Normally the final rinse is often slightly lower. Yeah, knew it. Because that's to not dilute the fabric conditioner. One pause they do. Might actually bring it out in the Hoover 6 rather than the spin dryer, because the Hoover 6 will actually have them dry. Okay, we're on the final spin now. This is the slightly shortened final spin, because we obviously configured as a smaller load. I think you guys know how this works by now. And everything on one side, pretty much. Okay, never mind. Definitely tell this machine's not been used to heat in a while, because you can tell the suspension is slightly expanding. So, I don't know if you heard in the first intermediate swing we had a bit of spring expansion too. There we go. Final ramp up, here we go. Pump, shut up. Hope it doesn't annoy you guys. Right, end of cycle. Let's see what happens. Now, I don't remember how Daz is meant to smell. I always said it smells a bit bleachy, so let's have a little look. Ooh, okay, there's an interesting combination there. So that's done well. I'm going to wring this out in the Hoover 6 and then we'll put it in the dryer. I was wanting to film a video of the dryer door open, but not too sure we can do that yet. I'll have a look. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you're glad to see the Miele back on the channel. And don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow.